set myself up here with you? Awesome.
Plenty of room.
Man, it's hot. I'm like dying already.
Long sleeve shirts up here, even in the middle of the winter.
Man, oh, are they still hot? Really hot up here?
I don't care how cold it is outdoors. I always wear a t-shirt. I have a short sleeve shirt on.
Oh man. Is anybody else sitting up here too, or no? I might just hang up here with you then.
No problem. Trees survived last night.
How was that?
How did your home and trees survive?
Oh, we didn't have any tree fall down. Now wolves next door to me, theirs got like uprooted. That big, I mean, they had a big tree, so we got lucky. We didn't have any tip over, so I was just driving here. I didn't get out and go about until just now, and man, it looks like everybody has
A lot of damage.
Oh yeah, so that's not a good thing. How far am I in your way?
Nope.
I don't want to get in your way there.
Mom!
It's like the second time I've ever used this thing. Move around when they're doing stuff, or do you just kind of set it and leave it?
Oh well, like I'll move it.
Like
Follow some action.
Like if they're speaking, speaking, you'll kind of zoom in on them and stuff, and all that stuff. I am not a video guy.
Yeah, I try to get them to go walking in. Once they walk out.
Oh, okay. So I should be able to.
They walk across the stage.
Right. Man, I'm on fire up here. Holy cow. I just might as well just hold this darn thing, right? I can't get it set to where I want it. How long is this usually?
Hour and a half, 15 minutes maybe. 2 hours? An hour and 15 minutes maybe.
Oh, that's not horribly bad then. Videos for the kids after I'm supposed to put this on it and do some kind of a cool, I don't know what to do yet. I haven't even worked on it yet. Just be cool. I don't know how I want to do it yet. I want it to be neat, but I don't want to, and I know I don't have to make it like boring because only the kids are gonna, it's not gonna be like in front of their grandparents or not, you know what I mean? So I can make it however I want.
Gonna get some project graduation action on.
Yeah, we're gonna get some of those pictures tonight, and then this, and then I got all like pictures when they were little and stuff. And it's a mess. There's so many. Hope I don't get nobody mixed up. I think we got everybody. It's just putting it all together. I don't know. I'll try to get it done next week.
Photo and video editing is a time-consuming process.
Yeah. I do do have an intern that's working with me. She just started this week. So, and she's there every morning from like, just the morning hours. Then she goes over to Allen Sweets and does there's them in the afternoon. So I think she's got a little bit of experience in video editing and stuff. So
Turn her loose.
oh yeah, I'll be like, here you go, have at it. Let's see what you can do here.
Project Red going tonight?
What's that?
Where's Project Red going to be at tonight?
I heard it's over in it's by the cornfield or corn maze in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Do you know where that? I don't know where it's at.
In this weather?
Yeah, that's what. I think they've got an alternative.
Last one was pretty funny.
I heard tonight was going to be worse than last night. That's what everybody's been telling me, because tonight was supposed to be the night we were supposed to get some bad stuff.
That was the original.
So it just got here early then. Okay. Good.
Well, it remains that way or not.
Oh yeah, it can always change. We're in Kansas. How they were going to do the seating in here. I didn't know where we was going to be able to set up or anything. I was like, oh man, I know we can get up high somewhere.
You may be seated. I'd like to welcome all of you to Minneapolis High School and thank you for coming to celebrate this day with our 2013 seniors. Hate to have to do this, but with the conditions of the weather this weekend, if there were to be an emergency, each of the four corners of the gymnasium goes down underneath to a basement level restroom or a locker room, and then there's some other places that we can go for that end, and we'll have people to direct you. Let's hope and pray that that doesn't come to fruition. Before we recognize the legacy, I'd like to recognize our Val and Sal by just having them stand up. The valedictorians, there's three of them, they have 4.0 grade point averages. Victoria Allison, Connor Nace, and Mason Reed. And the salutatorian's already standing. She's about ready to come up and read the legacy to you. So as she comes to the podium, Alyssa Smith, would you please give her a round of applause?
This year, we asked our seniors to supply us with names of parents, and grandparents who also graduated from Minneapolis, Ada, Delphos, or Wells. Of those responding, several are present today. Would you please stand and be recognized as I call your name? Victoria Allison, James W. Allison, father, Minneapolis, 1985. Colby Berry, Ken Berry, father, Minneapolis, 1985. Tina Masad Berry, mother, Minneapolis, 1990. Sheila Mole Reed, grandmother, Minneapolis, 1971. Wayne Reed, grandfather, Minneapolis, 1969. Dylan Breton, Jerry Breton, father, Minneapolis, 1979. Colin Briggs, Leanne Paul Plunkett, grandmother, Minneapolis, 1968. Veronica Campbell, Shane Campbell, father, Minneapolis, 1988. Lori Haley Campbell, mother, Minneapolis, 1990. Meredith Clark, Jeanette Prohaska Clark, mother, Minneapolis, 1978. Matthew Comfort, Mitch Comfort, father, Minneapolis, 1977. Dave Comfort, grandfather, Minneapolis, 1952. Shayla Hasbrock, Shiloh Fuller, mother, Minneapolis, 1992. Amy Hawk, Cindy Bickford Hawk, mother, Minneapolis, 1979. Steve Hawk, father, Minneapolis, 1975. Justin Klein, Jim Klein, father, Minneapolis, 1980. Diana Barry Klein, mother, Minneapolis, 1978. Shirley Sontner Klein, grandmother, Delphos, 1954. Garrett Lott, Chris Lott, father, Minneapolis, 1979. Shirley Hofflinger Lott, grandmother, Minneapolis, 1954. Milton Lott, grandfather, Minneapolis, 1952. Jaden McHenry, Craig McHenry, father, Minneapolis, 1976. Kathy Muller McHenry, mother, Minneapolis, 1977. Mark McHenry, grandfather, Delphos, 1952. Nancy Hubbard McHenry, grandmother, Minneapolis, 1953. Connor Nace, Beth Lott Nace, mother, Minneapolis, 1977. Tim Nace, father, Minneapolis, 1977. Milton Lott, grandfather, Minneapolis, 1952. Shirley Hofflinger Lott, grandmother, Minneapolis, 1954. Kaylee Pickrell, Earl Pickrell, grandfather, Minneapolis, 1960. Yvonne Chapman Hawkins, great-grandmother, Minneapolis, 1940. Kendall Radke, Kim Wilson Radke, mother, Minneapolis, 1978. Twyla Forshy Wilson, grandmother, Delphos, 1958. Macy Root, Tammy Allison Root, mother, Minneapolis, 1986. Alyssa Smith, Mike Smith, father, Minneapolis, 1983. Marlon Smith, grandfather, Minneapolis, 1957. Leo Baker, grandfather, Minneapolis, 1951. Connor Yeager Wise, Denise Yeager, mother, Minneapolis, 1979. Charles Wise, father, Minneapolis, 1988. Kendra Williamson, Rebecca Henderson Williamson, mother, Minneapolis, 1989. Carolyn Reed Henderson, grandmother, Minneapolis, 1961. Jerry Zakowski, Raymond Davis, grandfather, Minneapolis, 1969.
All right. You're probably thinking right now,
Oh, great. Here comes another long graduation speech. Might as well just fan myself off and pretend I'm actually enjoying this.
well, we're here to tell you, you're wrong. Hit it, Mr. Meckel. Wherever it is. Well, this is a story all about
The
how
class of 2013 is graduating now.
we'd like to take a moment, just sit right there.
We'll tell you how we became extraordinaire.
It all started back in preschool. And Mrs. Macy's, we took a lot of time just to learn our ABCs. We napped and played lots of dinosaurs. We also had lots of Play-Doh wars. All the girls would fight to see who got to play house. They never been decided what the mom and her spouse. When this would happen, all the teachers would say, "Don't stop, we're gonna put you in timeout." Okay.
Now let's fast forward through the grade school years where the boys like the girls, but the girls thought they were weird. Every day we would chase them, every day they were hating because the girls wouldn't let the players run their game. In our younger days, we would play cops and robbers, eating gobstoppers, trying to catch the monsters. The name of the game was to apprehend. Too bad for some of us that became a trend.
In junior high, the times got scary. First time the new building, the boys got hairy. We started changing classes every single hour. Standing next to seniors, all of us with power. Running off the lunch to get some food we could devour. After gym class,
Who knew you had to shower?
the girls discovered makeup at their homes in the morning. They thought, might as well cake up. I'm just kidding. That was kind of mean, but the amount you put on was completely obscene. Think of the Lord up above, and now you have it figured out. Now in high school, you have a perfect amount. Junior high was boring, now we're on the high school years. We started finding out all of our true fears. We're about to bring forth all the parents' greatest fears. I'm sorry for the moms, because here come the tears.
Freshman year, thought we were big and bad. Strutting through the halls, making upperclassmen mad. Every person in the class thought they were cool because now instead of walking, we could drive to school.
On the 10th grade, we were halfway there. When it came to schoolwork, most of us still cared. Because we studied hard every single night. Two teachers that came as a big delight.
Junior year, senioritis was full blow. Our laziness made our grades drop real low. We were so close, only one more year, but it's also kind of scary. Time to choose your career.
Senior year, going out with a bang. Winning state forensics, championship ranks. Everybody uses the class of 2013, and this is how we do. You guys enjoy that? All right, class of 2013, what is special about today? We're about to be high school graduates, drastically increasing your chances of spending your life in prison.
We're going to give you some very important tips now for college. 1, it is acceptable to wear the same pair of underwear 2 days in a row, but no longer. Then you can turn them inside out and wear them 2 more days. However, you cannot turn them right side out again. That's gross and unsanitary. Jeans are different though. They can be worn for months without washing them. You can wear jeans until you can smell them when you wear them.
you have to ask yourself, should I post this on Facebook, Twitter, or any other social networking site? The answer is always no. Still take lots of pictures though, because you're just getting uglier from this point on.
Stick to these survival tips that are crucial in college life. A, ramen noodles will save you from certain starvation. B, you will become addicted to coffee and or Red Bull. And C, never turn down a free meal.
And finally, this one's going to step on some toes. I apologize to anybody. If you're going to college next year and you're still dating somebody that's going to be in high school still next year, it didn't happen. In all seriousness though, don't spend the next few years of your life pursuing a career just to fulfill someone's expectations of what you should be. Rather, find something you love doing, and if you can find a way to get paid for doing it, do it.
And also, choose your friends wisely, because the people you meet in college may become some of your best friends for life.
To close, we would like to end with a quote from Thomas Edison. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is to always try just one more time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Each year at Minneapolis, the seniors vote on who they want to speak at graduation. And this year, it took them a while. When this class gets together as a group, they can make a turtle look like they're a sprinter when it comes to making decisions. They struggle with that at times to do it quickly. So after 17 ballots, on the 18th, they finally had a decision made, and that was me. And Mrs. McCullough came and told me that that's what they had said, and I was like, really? After 6 years, they haven't heard enough from me? Maybe it means they haven't listened to me for 6 years, I don't know. Anyway, there could be a conspiracy plot in all this, so just to be safe, I'm going to take a picture. Really, I've always just wanted to do that. It's a pretty good view from this side. I'll show it to you after the ceremony is over. Okay, let's talk about graduation. At this point, you're graduating from high school, and there's supposed to be a change. You're going to begin something new. You're going to get a diploma to show that you've been to a certain point of proficiency or experience. You're going to move on to a higher level. Commencement is the act of starting something. So after 13 years of formal education, where your parents brought you to school or told you had to go to school, and somebody at school told you what you had to do, what you had to take, you had a few electives, but not very many. Now you're moving into, you make all the decisions on whether to even go to more education, what you do in your future, and the choices are yours. And some of you are smiling, and some of you are thinking, wow, that's a lot of responsibility. Each of you will begin to go separate ways and do unique things. Some of you are going to go to work right away. Some of you are going to go to Votech School, Salina, Beloit, Manhattan. Some of you are going to go to community colleges in Cloud County, Barton, Butler. Others are going to go to schools like Tabor, Portia State, Fort Hays, Washburn, Kansas State. And then there's a few of you that are going to go into the military and serve your country. In all cases, there will be big changes ahead for you. So while in one sense, educationally, nothing is required of you after today, on the flip side, everything is required of you as far as being a responsible citizen in society. You probably have a lot of the same feelings that you had when you were 7th graders or 9th graders. You're probably a little bit nervous, maybe downright scared. Some of you told me coming into 7th grade you were scared. You're nervous. You might be excited. The anticipation of the unknown can give you a little bit of anxiety. I want you to know that you're equipped with the skills to be able to make quality decisions and handle all those changes as long as you stay disciplined to yourself and to your choices and your decisions. As you enter junior high and high school, some of you alluded to the fact that you wanted to fit in, you were worried about some of the older upperclassmen. And many times, when you go to a situation like that, it is important to you to be cool or to fit in a group. And then one of you told me that as you got to be sophomores, it wasn't cool anymore, it was swag. I'm old enough, I'm not even sure what swag means. In my world, everything's kind of an acronym, so I guess swag could mean seniors we were graduating. Or in your world that you were talking about, swag actually is slang for swagger. Well, by definition, swagger means to conduct oneself in an arrogant, pompous manner. One walks with an air of overbearing self-confidence. Not a very appealing definition, probably. Have you ever heard the phrase, it's easy to be cool, but it takes a lot of work and effort to be awesome? What does awesome mean? Well, by definition, since we're still in school, awesome means something which is awe-inspiring. It's a much more endearing term. It's a term which I think as you got older, we saw a lot of examples out of you guys, individually and in groups, of some awesome things. Let me start by taking a moment to thank Shayla, Luke, Jaden, Sean, Gant, and Anna. You guys have all made the decision to serve your country in our military. I thank you for that, and I think that's awesome. Winning 3A state forensics was awesome. Winning it points was awesome murder. Meredith, Cameron, Veronica, Matt, Amy, Macy, Eileen, and Anna, you were the driving force of senior leadership behind what made that a possibility. You guys amazed me because you were so confident that you were going to win that championship, you actually had the Gatorade shower before the competition. Oh, wait a second. That's not the awesome column, that's the old man column, so sorry. 28% of your graduating class has achieved a 3.5 grade point average or higher. That's awesome. Veronica, through your years of schooling, you have taken on the goal of mastering the piano, and every time you went to a competition in high school, you got a 1 rating. You're as good as there is in high school at the piano. That is awesome. You've also been an outstanding band member, and your peers voted you that, so I appreciate that effort as well. Cameron, I've told you before, I don't know what our concert band and our pep band is going to do without you on the drums. That is definitely going to be different, but I appreciate it. That's awesome. Victoria, Connor, Alyssa, and Macy, you guys were KU Honor Scholars. What an awesome experience for you to go to that dinner. Connor Nace, representing Minneapolis High School as a Governor's Scholar of the state of Kansas. That was awesome. Kaylee, working in the drama department with the play cast and the makeup crew, helping to create performances that we all enjoyed. That was awesome. Thank you. One of my favorite trips of the year is going to the state fair. Dylan, Kyle, Amy, Cody, and Stuart, you guys took projects to the state fair with ag mechanics, and you were judged against the rest of the state. And every time we went down there, it's a really proud thing to go in and know that those are our Minneapolis students. I'm proud of you, and that was an awesome experience. Watching Colby Berry at a wrestling match, I always enjoyed walking in the door, and I knew when Colby sauntered onto the mat that before long, he was going to lock his opponent up in a cradle and he was going to be pinned. Cody, awesome job. Amy Hawk coming into the morning hallways and saying good morning to everybody. How's your day going to be? Leading the FFA club with that happy, outgoing attitude. Thank you, that was awesome. Luke Hector, 141 pounds of tough. When we played Beloit High School in football, Beloit's one of the best teams in the state of Kansas, and we had a whole bunch of guys hurt at that point. Luke was about our only back left. He gained 160 yards, and every single person in that stadium knew exactly who was going to get the ball when we ran it, and he still did it. That was awesome. Garrett, you put your team on your back several times, and you showed us some things in Sacred Heart game, lacrosse game. Actually, I didn't know you were that fast. That was impressive. You were awesome in the way that you led by example on the field this year. Matt, you played through some very disappointing injuries. You always kept your head high, and you led our football team in what was an awesome display of courage and leadership. Both Connors, Sean, Justin, Colby, Ty, and Colin, you led from the point of attack on offense and defense through the football season. And when we circled up at the end, we knew by the sweat and the grime and the dirt and the look on your face that you put everything on the field. Thank you for that. Zach and Cody, you guys have spent the year at Salino Tech, and you're really close to being done next year with your degrees, and you're going to go out and be a productive citizen in your trade of choice. And I appreciate that, and it's awesome of you to be on that track. Eileen and Meredith singing in New Image throughout high school, and then your last performance at the dinner theater, you had awesome performances that night. I enjoyed watching it. Curtis, working at the school during the summer, polishing up the hallways and the classrooms so that the students and the teachers could come back in and see a refreshed school that was ready to go. Thank you for your efforts. You're awesome for doing that. We've had a bunch of young pups in basketball this season. It's not always easy. I appreciate your efforts. You did an awesome job. Thank you, Isabel. I've told you to this before separately, but you came to us from neighboring school districts. You transferred to be a part of our school and our class. Thank you for doing that. You've been awesome classmates. And 3 of you 40 graduates are sitting here at a 31 plus on your ACT. That's incredibly awesome. Heather and Kaylee, your commitment to FCCLA over the 4 years that you were in it was awesome. We had an art show last Thursday night, and Anna, Kendra, Tiana, Carly, Eileen, Faith, Kyle, Gant, and Cameron, your works were on display. That was unbelievable. People just stood and watched and looked at it. The distance you've come in a semester's worth of art has been awesome. Thank you. Matt and Colin, I knew you guys were going to be good. That was awesome. And I honestly, down deep inside, figured that's why you asked me to follow you. It's because that was awesome. Isaac, you exploded your senior year in cross country, qualified for state. That was awesome. Great job. One of my favorite memories of the whole year, Matt, you played 6 parts in spring play and had all those different personalities that you had to play, and you even had the wherewithal to correct some of the other cast members who got your parts mixed up when you were on track. That was a good job. That was awesome. Jerry, Ty, Stuart, and Drew, you built the race car, the electric race car, went out the haze with Mr. Renfro. Did a good job. That was an awesome experience for you. Lindsay, Jaden, Cameron, Matt, Tiana, Carly, Kendall, and Victoria, you guys are pursuing health-related careers. You're going to serve other people in your future. That is awesome. I'm proud of you for doing that. And Anna, Friday you wrapped up in a pretty amazing accomplishment. For 4 years you've qualified for state cross country, and now for 4 years you qualified for state track. That's incredibly awesome. Well, 40 of you are going to get a diploma here in a little bit. I think that's awesome because that's what we started 7th grade shooting for. And you get the point. There's awesomeness everywhere, and there's examples everywhere. And some of it's individual, some of it's together, but you all shared in setting goals and planning and hard work, persistence, dedication, commitment, grit. It's probably not a great word, but you showed it. Mental toughness, teamwork, and there's another thing that many of you showed in there, and that's service to others. Giving up your time and efforts to help others will never take you down the wrong path. David McCullough Jr. said that the greatest and curious truth of the human experience is that selflessness is the best thing you can do for yourself. Translated, I know you're nervous today, helping others is helping yourself. In your pursuit of awesomeness, it'd be important for you to maintain your health. When you're a healthy person, you're usually a happy person, and in turn you will seek to find ways to be awesome to yourself and those around you. You're not my kids. Your parents have done a great job with you, but if you were my kids and you asked me to speak, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. I'm going to tell you to stay healthy in 4 areas. 1, I want you to stay healthy in spiritual health. 2, in physical health. 3, in academic health. And 4, positive energy health. Does that make sense? I'll explain it. Physical health, eat well, take care of your body, sleep. That's probably not going to happen much. Exercise regularly, seriously. It's easy to learn from the past, but when I sat in your chair, I weighed 149 pounds, and it's pretty obvious today I know. I wish I could go back and do it over. All right? Academic health. You're making quite an investment in whatever you decide to do. If you go to school, the costs of education are incredibly high. Treat your classroom and your studying like it's your job, and do it the best you can do. And get to know your professor. You walk into a classroom and there's 600 kids in it, They are 600 better kids than you. There's 600 individuals. Go meet your professor and get to know him, and at the end of the semester, you'll be glad you did. If there's 20, same thing. Positive health energy or positive energy health, begin each and every day by greeting the first 10 or so people that you see with a smile and something positive. This will not only benefit them, but it'll benefit you, and soon it'll become a habit. It takes a lot of work and focus to be awesome. To this point, all of you have been a huge part of our daily lives, and we have been a part of yours. Normal is seeing you intertwined in our community and in our school on a daily basis. That is about to change. We will miss you. However, we share in your excitement and anticipation of new challenges. I want to wish you congratulations, good luck, enjoy a safe project graduation party tonight. Your parents have worked extremely hard to make that a fun night. And then tomorrow morning, or afternoon, whenever you get up. Whenever you get up on Monday, begin creating an awe-inspiring future for yourselves and those around you. Thank you. time, we're ready for what we came for. The class of 2013, the 40 students sitting in front of you, Dr. Combs and USD 239 board members, have met the requirements set forth by the state of Kansas and USD 239 to receive their diplomas in recognition of their graduation from high school. We'll start with the class president getting his diploma, and then he'll read the class roll. Connor Lott Nace.
Lindsay Marie Abel. Victoria Madison Taylor Allison. Drew Edward Belleville. Colby Willis Berry. Dylan Robert Bredden. Colin James Briggs. Veronica Shea Campbell. Cameron Dean Church. Meredith Kelly Clark. Curtis Michael Collins. Matthew Dylan Comfort. Heather Christine Corbett. Carly Ray Dahl. Luke Patrick Eckert. Sean Joseph Forte. Tyler Nathaniel Gerard. Stuart Parker Griffin. Shayla Michelle Hasbrough. Amy Kate Hawk. Isabel Elaine Insco. Justin Wade Klein. Isaac Laverne Cooter. Jared Christopher Lott. Gant Allen Martin. Jaden Taylor McHenry. Cody Ray Nichols. Faith Catherine Peters. Kaylee Ann Pickrell. Eileen Danae Price. Zachary Thomas Redwing. Maciana Lorraine Root. Tiana Storm Rothenberger. Alyssa Nicole Smith. Cameron Anthony Stifler. Anna Elizabeth Trahan. Connor Lane Wise. Kendall May Radke. Kendra Nicole Williamson. Jerry Lee Zogowski.
Sure was hot in here, wasn't it? Oh, I'm supposed to present you, that's right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you the 2013 graduating class of Minneapolis High School.